Welcome to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to be talking about robbery and double murder that took place in Porus, Manchester. And I'm also going to be talking about the Canadians, the land of activism. They put out a travel advisory, or at least we just see in the news, say they have travel advisory against Ironman. Yeah, go on, hear about it. We can start off with Manchester. Supermarket, early reports are that a Chinese businessman and a Rasta man lose them life. The Rasta man is 100% confirmed because, well, the videos and pictures of the crime scene, you can still see him lying on the ground with a giant hole in his head. The man them lick out the whole of the man head side. The Chinese man, however, he still have little life in him, so them try rush him to hospital, but the preliminary reports are that he also passed away. Manchester is a place that used to be really quiet. Used to be. Now, as usual, there's some videos and footage after the crime scene. Put them on Patreon, they're all over social media. But some of them show you the moments when time the police catch up with the 87 them, have them on the ground, laid out. You also see the weapons for them take off of them. Now I can't show you the footage of the Rasta man and things like that because, as you can imagine, it's too graphic. From all reports, it look like the man is at the wrong place at the wrong time. Them already going to the place, hold up the people them, put man on the ground, right? Get what them to get, but at one time them are left, the man them start fire, be well shot. People get shot inside of the store and outside of the store. And this is starting to become a trend, especially when it comes down to the robbery of the Chinese business place. Them go in, take what them take, and then still shoot the people them. And then still shoot the Chinese business people them after them claim say they rob them and get to them go for. This is starting to become a pattern. Now we haven't seen a video from inside the store, but from all reports, after them done the robbery, when them a go away, them start fire off, they shot them. And sometimes they kill the Chinese business people them because them not pay extortion, but normally them only focus on them. And this instance, it look like the reports of all out wild shot, is the case because, as me say, the Rasta man not even the inner the shop, him the inner the store, and him in a pick up rounds, him in a blue team life. So that right there so look like a completely senseless killing, but if the footage them get released, then we'd have a better understanding. But this is just early eyewitness reports. You see, there's some 87s who believe say, once they make a step, they have to make a double. All if it don't make no sense. Them now go back home and then shot somebody. So the police station is very close to which part this incident happened. Them could hear the shot them. You have a police station in Porus, you have the Porus police station, and you have the Williamsfield police station. So, as the 87s them set off, they end up get cornered about 10 minutes from which part the incident occurred. Them actually catch them in the vehicle with the weapon them, and 87s them are alive and in custody. So, it look like we finally have the JCF that the activists them always dream of, because there was a time where if man catch you come off a robbery, AK-47, 3 gun in a car and all kind of things, you know, in a station, but it look like the 87s them give up and throw themselves on the ground, and as me say, they're in custody. Police recovered 3 weapons. One of them is a rifle, AK-47. The other 2 are handguns. Based on the exit wound, let me see, in the side of the Rasta man head, it's very likely the AK them use a shot in them. Them also find body armor in the car because when these 87s are carry out things like this, enough of them have body armor, them have them rifle, them have multiple shooters, them have somebody that tell them where to go, all kind of things. This is not your 1970s 87. This is not your 1960s gunman. Them you to a rollout and them a look like say them in a JCF too. And if you look on your screen, you also see this random buckle of oil and an empty casing. Now, I don't know where this oil is for. I just thought it was very random. Because I know saying a badness thing. Man believe in all kind of oil and rub up on all kind of things. Right, so I just find it really interesting that there's a random buckle of oil and an empty casing. And the fact say they take a picture of it, that means the police were also interested in what they must see. On top of that, you see extended magazine. If you look closely at the see-through magazine, that means when time them a fire, them don't have to guess how much rounds them have left. Them can just look on the magazine and see them a run out of shot. These are the modern day 87s. They are equipped with things with J-Safe now. Normally, it's just black and you can't see through it. The benefit of having the transparent one is that when things get real rough and try to fly left, right and center, right, and you have to think about 100 things, it's just much easier for us to look around and say, oh, there are 5 shots left, or oh, there are not a rounds. Next thing we notice, they have a spare set of license plate. The car look like a market, so I don't know. It look like a market, so I see. But they have a spare set of plates. So that means when them go up on the robbery, go somewhere else, them can change back the plates to maybe the original plates where the car supposed to have. So even if somebody say, right, me see the vehicle, license plate is this, it now go match up. When you see the lane them go to, right, them even anticipate say if somebody see them and see this plate, it now go be the right plate. But every plate supposed to have an owner. And it's not hard to get a spare set of license plate because enough car park all about the place and people just left the license plate them on them. Someone just take them off. We've even seen 87 go as far as to take off police plate from vehicle we park all along. Old police plate, right, and put them on for them car and go on robbery. People that see yellow plate, right, a carry out robbery. People that see government plate, a carry out robbery. Remember, a criminal's job is to constantly have the best tools and methods to carry out criminal activities. Criminals are always looking for new ways, right, to improve them chances of success. So this is just one of them. The same group will carry out the supermarket robbery, right, where the Rastaman and the Chinaman lose them life. Had earlier carried out a robbery at a gas station. At the same 87s them did the robbery. A minority of criminals did the majority of the crime them. Now you might have wondered to yourself, but how 87 can move around from place to place and rob? Isn't there an SOE? Well, guess what? Manchester doesn't have an SOE. So them gone on robbery tour from place to place to place. So we see the problem now. What we are going to do next? Drop SOE in all 14 parishes? Listen, I'm not stop saying we need to hurry up and get these new laws on the road. Let's use the Firearm Act that just got updated. There was a time where when something like this happened, police catch them on them with gun. Next thing you hear, man get 1-2 years, maybe 1 year, touch back the road, gone again. At least now, seeing as how the police catch them with the weapon them, 4 man with 3 guns, it should be a minimum of 15 years and gone for. And this is before them even get convicted for the murders. So even without the murder charge, that's 15 years. There was a time when time with a Sibak, they man up on the road by next year. Now we have to assume that they're going to screw up the case and the man them end up busted. Right? But this should be a sure thing. Right? Robbery go on, right? Vehicle a gateway, catch a vehicle, gun them in a vehicle. Should be straightforward, but we've seen cases that look straightforward before end up drop and crack like an egg. But the new Firearms Act should deal with this. But you know what it needs? The Bail Act. Because it's not like the police catch you with gun and then you go straight in jail 15 years. You still have to go court. You can still apply for bail. You can still do this and still do that. So now, Man know say he must face minimum 15 years before even the murder charge. The Firearms Act is new, but the Bail Act is old. So next thing I got hear now is that man get bail on the road by Christmas. And then you got hear say, we can't find man. Where him there, if you come to court, we don't see him. Remember there's even a case where parents see them drop off man at court. And at the courtyard the man supposedly just disappear and gone. So because Firearms Act new and Bail Act old, they can't work in combination. When Bail Act get updated, then you can catch a man with the legal gun after a murder operation, but then he can't touch about the road. No man wait till the trial, and in that time period, he can't go back and kill nobody. He can't go look for the witness. Remember, 87s know how this thing work. We look for the witness, kill them, and the case done. If them dead in jail, then can't get no bail, especially after doing something like this. I mean, if somebody can get catch with gun, leaving a murder scene and a robbery scene, surely that qualify as no bail, surely. But you never know. Because your favorite judge might say go on the road. This is why we need the Bail Act updated. So that's the next one we wait on right now. So when these things happen, it's easy for us to focus on, man get shot and gunshot fire. But the bigger picture. The bigger picture is cases like this. All of these cases show you why we need the various acts. You catch him with the gun, catch him come from murder scene, but what happen if you get bail? What happen if you kill back the witness? What happen if we see a man fly out ground? So, as me say, we keep an eye on what happens with the new Bail Act. Let me talk about Canada. We see come to the news say them put out travel advisory about Ironman. I went on the site, you see type of country them where them have on the various levels, we then give them country there. They must say Ironman spooky. The violence. Look out for the violence. So the next question I guess is, how will this affect Ironman and the Golden Goose? In my opinion, it won't do a thing. Just like the American travel advisory. I'm not saying no Canadian alive is going to be put off, but for the most part, this not stop nobody. A year is Uncle Sam talk about travel advisory. Years Uncle Sam say, Jamaica dangerous and avoid here and avoid here. I not stop. Record tourism numbers. People still pile up in the Ironman. Canadian Billy Joe and Gwyneth know full well you're safer than locals. That is why they keep coming despite Ironman topping the murder charts. When you think say they must sit down and wait for no government travel advisory, people don't follow them sitting there. Word of mouth from their friends and family and co-workers is way more valuable than the government travel advisory. People tell them say Ironman is, well, Irie. They might ask question, when you went to Jamaica, what was it like? Were the locals attacking you? Did anybody point a rifle? They might ask these questions. And people tell them, no. Ironman. No problem, man. 87s are not hunting down and killing the tourists. 87s don't really want a problem with tourists. So while it's not good PR to have countries putting out these kind of advisories about Ironman, I don't expect it to affect the Golden Goose in any way, shape or form. Or at least, let me correct myself, at least it should be negligible. Few might get turned off, but negligible. So this is more of a formality. Canadians, Americans, whoever, you are safer in Ironman than a local. The odds are in your favor. I must say this though, this does not apply to the Chinese community. I would love to see for them travel advisory. If somebody can read Chinese, I love to know what the Chinese government say on for them side to for them citizens about Ironman. Because clearly 87s have them on the menu. 87s look on them the same way they look on locals. I would love to see the numbers and the amount of Chinese business people who have been killed in Iron Man. And it look like so even until they move to the more quiet places them in the Iron Man, 87s still go look for them and target them business place. So if the footage get released, and what's he say? Right, just like the early reports, them done robbery then I left and start fire bail while shot, then I wanna see which judge in the Iron Man I give them bail. Because that would be the heights of cruelty and idleness. Imagine your loved one say, I go down on the shop now, and then I get a call, him lay down on the ground, whole him edge side mash out. What happened to him? And you start ask 1,000 questions now. What happened? Why them kill him, man? So I said, boy, I don't know, he look like say, him just woke up in the man, man, and then go to try look what going on. Why I don't know? And that's all you have to work with. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Ultra squad, see you circling. Bless.